again. Welcome back to 60Parsecs Part 3. So far, I haven't died a single time. Surely I'm not doing a bit where I die in the next clip.
Uh, I'm dead. God damn, he's so slow.
Bean!
Another mess. And I have nothing. Fuck. I think I'm dead. Oh, this is say, Captain, there's a couple of spacemen having a roadside picnic outside. Wait a second. They are wearing Soviet spacesuits and they're singing Kalasha. What are the Soviets doing here? Are they the mysterious group that has been watching us? Oh no, it was a distraction. They're trying to break into the shuttle. One of them has boarded the shuttle. Stand your ground, Captain. I wish I could. But I guess this is finally the end. Gonna have my last meal. You decide the best weapon against any attacker was a charming smile. It was charming indeed, until you got punched in the face and went down. Captain, this is Mesk X. You need to know me as Ashru, but I regret to inform you, you were relieved of your command. Comrades Communauts are taking over this Imperial shuttle, and will use it to found Corcoran, a city of cosmonauts. Cosmonauts of the universe unite. Great. Alright, time to do this again. Hopefully, I won't fail again, but we'll see. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Who knows? Let's go. Maybe Bronco. Like I said, I'm trying to get an ending with every captain, so even if the captain sucks.
So last video I lost my mic audio for the first 2 minutes. And now I lost the entire video's game sound. So there's no sound at all. Which means I have to edit a lot more. So I'll try my best to fix it. Screw me, I guess. So hopefully next time I won't have any issues, and I'll double check, triple check, 4 times in a row, 5 more, check if everything's well. So hopefully next videos won't be as rough, as bad as these ones. I have trouble speaking.
Alright, that's just what we're gonna have to do. But I was silent there for a second. I didn't say a word during that entire thing. Hopefully, this is the run. Probably not. Got a lot of soup this time, but not a lot of items. Strength, and let's go. Will I get a good speech?
I didn't read this because I read it last attempt where I died, so I'll read it now. One can only survive if he is as tough as nails. You fit the profile, Captain, and so did your powerful speech. May all that oppose you tremble in fear. No one can stop you and your crew. Then the rest is the same. You did a good job. They started cheering before you were finished. Long live the captain, travel through the space. Inspired by your headstrong leadership style, I will allow myself the power of the matter generator in the back of the shuttle. It will produce some materials for you daily.
Yeah, same speech. Now I'll produce minerals. She got a lot of energy, but only loyal guy here, so hopefully he'll do justice. And of course, at least we didn't lose any. Go yourself an epic party. Now, I didn't get a lot of items, but at least Alvin. Tom Thompson, you go. You did good last time. Alright. Good decision. Oh, this is a new situation. There is nothing to report, Captain. I suggest you, Captain, would you mind covering your mouth when you yawn? I thought you got a good night's sleep. Wait, could this be boredom? Yes, I've heard of that. You humans need excitement in their lives to function properly. How curious. Captain, you're sitting in a state-of-the-art space shuttle, drifting through the deep cosmos, full of wonder and mystery. Can you at least pretend you're having a good time? No. Gonna feed everyone now. Yesterday started pretty slow and boring, and it stayed this way. I am not programmed for your entertainment, Captain, so don't count on me to keep you occupied. If they wanted you to have fun in the shuttle, they would have installed the clown computerized assistant instead. I guess clever. I might as well just keep upgrading stuff. I guess the battery. Just keep upgrading stuff. U.S. on the blend. Unfortunately, he was on. Everyone's loyal. It is a matter of national pride that the American becomes the first colony to play sports in space. Actual citizens have already done the focus test, and they've come up with the perfect name, Astral Sport. Refusal to participate will initiate emergency captain injected protocol. What shall the rules of the Astral Sport be? Is it more brilliant, strong, or limber? I guess since doing Baby Bronco, do strength. Everyone's good for a couple days. The best games have the simplest rules, and it doesn't get simpler than Astral Sport. One team needs to touch the opposite side of the shuttle. The other team stops them by any means. Not only did you win, you slammed the wall so hard a secret compartment opened. It seemed the Astral Citizen engineers left you a reward for your athletic achievements. 2 soups. Tom is asking for more rations. Well, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Unknown transmissions. Megan, you do that. You deal with that thing. Wait one more day to feed the 2 people who are hungry. First contact. Yeah, same stuff here, as always. Okay, so now she will produce energy. As long as she is happy. I should do Megan for that. Give these 2 the things. 4 more days for a planet. Hopefully it will live that long. 3 days. Yeah, of course we're gonna keep the extra soups. Because, why not? Yeah. Free soup. What could go wrong? Okay, so do we want to search the shuttle? I mean, I guess. What else are we gonna do? What? Could find something. I'm at 9 minerals. Let's see how many I get today. You and the crew can find anyone. Nation. One more day. Oh, this is new. What's that you're drawing, Captain? Is that supposed to be ham? I understand you're fed up with soup and you're reminiscent about Earth food. I would advise you don't go down that road. Here, I have a useful program for just the occasion. It's called Everything is Not All Peaches and Cream. It should help you focus on your mind and it should help you focus your mind on different things. Would you like to start this progress? Sure. Alright, tomorrow they get fed. And then I get a new place. A strange new world. Captain, wake up. We are approaching some sort of celestial body. It resembles a moon, but I think it's a small planet. Let me run a quick scan. 96, 98, 100. Scan complete. I was right. A small rocky planet with no organic life force, but there's a lot of movement down there. Strange. My scanners detect a breathable hollow atmosphere, but low in oxygen. Captain. If you want to land this safely, you'll have to fix up a small malfunction with the steering system, since we're not able to turn at the moment. Oh, and you'll have to do it before we float away from the planet. Hurry. Lighter and the gun. I guess I'll grab the gun, run, and we're gonna feed everyone, and let's go. That's no moon. Please someone be injured. Great, 2 people are injured. You grabbed the firearm and shot at the big tango positive without thinking twice. Well, you should have thought twice. You should have at least once. Your actions cause an even further malfunction. Sure, the shuttle turned, but it sped up and smashed it. It was not self-man. Nobody is doing great after the sun. Not even me. I am shaken by war. Yes, all of them. Your face has a pretty unpleasant close encounter with our communication module, and at least one of these things is now. One of the things is useless now. Consider fixing if you want to avoid radio sites. So I broke the battery and then I scrapped it. I guess we'll send Megan to the village with the gas mask so that way she doesn't get sick. The thing is, I need soup. Fuck, man. It takes 3 days, so that means they're gonna need to, like, starve. I might need to have 2 people that are hurt die for me to have a chance of even surviving. Fuck, man. Well, we can't even do that. Yeah, I think we're just gonna need to let those 2 die because there's no hope. I guess throw around a soup can. Maybe bringing 4 people is a mistake. You use the soup to cure your shuttle fuel. You shared the can with the rest of the crew, but as soon as the meal was finished, the crew gave you a sad, empty look that made you realize even the pleasures of palates shared with new friends couldn't from the cold alloyed prison. Wait, were they eyeballing you? You grabbed the spoon and jammed it into the nearest eye. Wasn't yours, fresh and warm eyeballs. Wait, what? You saw the hairs on your compact face and immediately changed your mind about eating it. Oops. Tom says his favorite thing to do during his downtime as a Tauran trader on a highly classified CIA secret weapon project was fart around with his company's equipment to try to make it work better. I've never heard of this idiom before, Captain. I hope he means to tinker and not actually flatten on delicate electric ware. He's offering to fart around with some of our items too. I haven't detected any method spikes in our air supply recently, so I believe he's using the metaphorical version of this phrase. Will you give Tom anything to tinker with? I guess the gun. You gain Tom to fart around with. Despite spending a few hours taking it apart and putting it back together, Tom did not make any noticeable improvements to the device. Great. I guess I'll see if I can make Tom last for a while, but I don't think. Oh, the crafting systems are broken. Sabotaged. Tom, you got this, I believe. Just explodes, we all die. Tom to the rescue. But she didn't die. I don't have a communicator. Whoa. That's a lot of stuff. Megan returned from the nearby robot village. This place isn't big, just a few streets and a dozen robot families at most. All of them peaceful. Anyways, Megan's state is a little fragile. She's famished and her mental state is questionable. Megan walked through weird, bad-smelling fumes from some machinery. The black mass filter were completely covered by a black, greasy film peel. Megan found some small, dusty rocks and even a few gems behind the robots' houses. The inhabitants of the village were kind enough to give medics directions to the bomb creator and the robot statue. Megan found a working communicator, nicely done, actual solution. On her trip outside, Megan found a working battery. Who transports these outside our solar system? So strange. Anyways, Megan came carrying back matches. Megan was pleasantly surprised by this trip. The automatics might keep their distance a little, but they are friendly enough. That's good news. Was there any? She checked the gun. I think I'm gonna have to let Dee Dee die, unfortunately. So yeah. Sorry, Dee Dee, but you'll be sacrificed. Maybe. I think Tom might die too, to be honest. Yeah. Alright, Tom, all you need to do is survive a bit more. Send her out with a gas mask again, because it's toxic. Oh, what's that? A few small Wolverine leather packages outside the shuttle and ran off. Maybe it's a welcome gift. Should we bring the package on board and check it out, Captain? I won't let it go to waste either way, but I must say, I find its contents intriguing. Shall we open it? Sure. What's the worst that can happen? It explodes and kills us all? Well, that's actually pretty bad. But that won't happen. Beehive. Great. They broke my fucking artifact. Captain, I'm detecting Great. This is going well. It's 2 more days, Tom. 2 more days. Alright, Tom. You got this, bud. You look sick, Captain. You look fantastic, Captain. You now feel vigorous. Captain, we are still unable to receive transmission. I strongly suggest. Now I have a communicator. Alright, Tom, survive 1 more day. Oh, and he did. Cool. To recycle the artifact, it's broken anyways. Captain, where are you? I can't see you. It appears we've suffered a blackout. You might want to turn back on the lines. Sure. Please, now I need to make a medkit for baby, but I only have 1 can of soup. I may need to make a can first. Rest. Thomas in better days. Well, I don't have anything, so yeah. How feed Tom now? You decide to let the toxin wear off on his own. Don't worry, you're barely speaking to me or each other. Was fantasy that much better than this? Each of you has a bright future ahead. That's what Asshole Citizen is all about. Good news, everyone. Megan has found her way. 26 chemicals, another artifact, a book, and 4 cans of soup. I wonder what type of bit of power of an atom. Not engage in experience. But it was a rare glimpse of what Earth could look like right now. And it wasn't a pretty sight, Megan says. Make a decision. Captain, I see you eyeball something. Just a few yards away, something shiny and precious. I know you want it, but you cannot have it. Why you must give me a meteor shower near very soon and nearby. Stay inside and watch through the window unless you want to get seriously hurt. I could tell you the odds of surviving. Peek outside. But let's just say they're not in your favor. I guess. Wait, who? How many more days till the medkit? 2 more. Oh yeah, I should probably send Tom out. Sure, send Tom the Taurus information. His power is nice to have. Wait, what is the hazard there? Spice? Grass. You decide to stay inside like I recommended. Very wise. You and your crew spent the entire evening watching the meteor shower through the window. There were a lot of wise witches maze and oohs and ahs and ahs utter in a way. Really. Astrocysts, they're just rocks. No need to get weird about it. The mood suddenly changed when the shuttle was struck and everything inside went flying. Hey, maybe you could use one of your wishes to fix the damaged equipment. There's a robot city passing outside. Yes, Starlight City is mobile. It floats above the planet's solar terminal, the Twilight Line, where days become nights. The city has both a day and night side, but is 100% starlight powered. Their technology is far more advanced than any other odd communities we have seen on this world. Maybe they could help you. One of you might be able to catch up with it if you run fast. Well, Megan is the fastest person here, so well, actually Dee Dee was the fastest person here, but she's dead. So let's go. The floating robot city slowed down and let Megan catch up. The robots gave her oxygen and insist on giving her free stuff. Ah, they're so nice. The robots of Starlight decide to give the harsh environment of their planet could propose a health risk to anything. So they gave her a first aid kit. And okay, so that's why. So that's why I got that back. So I wasted 3 days of crafting for a medkit I just got. Did I not do this? I guess I didn't. No one's hungry. Making more soup. Adapting to fix the communication was the right choice. Using the broken computer was not. Oh, it's broken. Yeah, I'll fix it. Captain, an old previous Stormad satellite on the planet's orbit has suddenly activated and is transmitting. The message is coded with ciphers the robots around here don't use. It has alien transmission. Are you robot? That's all. That's all it says over and over. Well, how can we respond? They're taunting me, Captain. You need to deal with these. Prove that them we're not robots. You're not, are you? Well, well, if we're robots, we would use our intelligence, but we're not, so we'll use our strength. So yeah, and I think Tom should come back tomorrow. You wanted to impress the aliens and prove that you were human at the same time. You wanted to impress the aliens and prove that you were human at the same time. You made a transmission of a picture of you and Megan doing push-ups while looking nonchalant as possible. Of course, what we want ended up was a photo of you two being awkward, sweaty, and making silly faces. The reply came almost instantly. No robots present. I'll mutate creatures. They'll mutate to treat the horrible body deforms. A weight package, a small container dropped from the sky soon. A bunch of pills, which you both swallowed without question. Risky too, but you feel better now. What are the odds? Megan's followed. I had to check the odds. We should use the syringe. So this syringe is like good, from my experience. Every time I've used it, it's went good. So, but maybe it's like depending on who uses it. So let's find out. Because if so, it's 3 for 3. Megan used a syringe to be a slop. It was out of date. Is she sick? She's not sick though. Megan entered a snag fever and flop sweater. So she feels a bit better. Sure. I was a bit hungry those times. Just the robot gave them about senses. Weapon gives 3 soups. Alright. Send Megan to the library. I don't know what the rock means. Or like that thing means. I'm gonna scrap the book, because she's most likely gonna come back with a book. So yeah. Captain, I found something interesting on the surface of the planet. Looks like somebody passed their time by playing a supersized version of Tic-Tac-Toe, but never completed this particular game. The pieces consist of minerals that can be used. Now, I'm not one for ruining someone else's fun, but I think the winner is clear by looking at the board, so they shouldn't mind if we messed up their X and O. Should we take the liberty and grab those pieces and use them as resources? I mean, well, let's just see what happens. Surely nothing bad comes of this. The dismantling of the super-sized tic-tac-toe game in progress was a success. Whoever had abandoned it, it was nowhere to be seen, and we returned with quite a heavy load of materials. Yes, they were a bit hard to carry to the ship, but being ginormous and all, you performed splendidly. Now teach them to leave their toys lying on the floor, or at planet surface in this case. I'm sure no one will mind. Megan left. Captain the communicator. Alright, now we can finally fix this. Hungry. Next day. Hello, world. And yes, great success. The communicator was attached, so will find us eventually. Oh, what does it say? You could tell Tom was a mate worried. He almost smiled. There's hope, Captain. Sir, something has infected Baki, my backup AI module. Perhaps it's an interference from somewhere on this planet. Frankly, Baki needs a reboot. He's overloaded the fan system. Someone agile enough should leap up and biz. Hi folks, it's too warm. And Baki's here to fix it. I'll become your biggest fan. Haha. Someone agile. Agility average. Okay, I'm more agility than Tom Thompson, so yeah. Hopefully nothing bad happens, but that was a close call, Captain Bronco. Baki has malfunctioned and was overspinning one of our fans. Crewmate Thompson boosted you up and you yanked the fan, hosing out. The blade slowed to a stop. I must keep a tight leash on Baki in the future. He's more of a superficial intelligence. According to Tom, one of his claims to fame from his day as a first responder in Lost Kitchen Rescue was jury-rigged and cut-edge new kind of first aid kit that saved many lives. Tom has put together a presentation about awesome and 100% original invention. This all sounds more like a cheap marketing than actual medicine science. Captain, listen to Tom's presentation? Sure. I mean, it will make him happy. Oh wait, one more day to feed them. You watched Tom present. There were a lot of big claims about changing the game and the power of belief, but very little in the way of medical science. In the end, the particular 4-hour sentiment did not yield you any tangible benefits, medically or otherwise, although Tom did spend a long time talking about how he used these exact medical techniques to treat blind snakes. He correctly spoke about the animal anomaly as almost as if he was actually telling the truth. Oh wait, what am I saying? This is Tom. Of course he's lying. One more day for that. A traveling robot enterprise happens to be passing near the shuttle. He's hoping you to take advantage of something he calls the recon guitar, an energetic enhancer. You are currently intrigued, twisting his well-groomed mustache. The robot tells you the machine can increase your brains or nimbleness. Choose wisely, Captain. I guess my agility, because my strength is already mustache. Is this supposed to be the gentleman robot? The robot gentleman? Like their logo. I guess I'll do agility and see what happens. And Megan should come back today. Yeah. You enter the reconstruction with the hopes of increasing your agility. As you step out of the contraption, you indeed felt quicker on your feet. However, an unfortunate side effect, you also started tiring faster and couldn't quite carry as much as before. You tried to protest, but the robot packed the machine up, and a single press of the button and sped away, shouting, "Sorry, no refunds." You managed to catch up to him, but your diminishing strength could not stop my force. From all the heavy rain, she complained about a rumbling cellar. I guess her mental state to be a bit off. Megan says the library is a sight to behold. Centuries, if not millenniums, of knowledge organized and stored neatly on data disks. Perfection. Megan ventured into a particularly dark corner. She felt a few times and banged her head pretty hard while finding vehicles. Megan didn't learn something useful on this trip. When she came back, she pointed out a few things around the shuttle that we can use for crafting. Megan got lucky and found a simple science textbook from the Earth in the children's section. I wonder how it got there. Megan discovered a working communicator. Nicely done, Astro Citizen. More soup. This trip had the potential to uncover technology Astro could only dream of. If only the human mind wasn't so limited. We should eat something following our expedition. I should stop sending people out. A family robot, Norman, set up camp nearby. Captain, there Ederly wants to meet the rest of the crew. My scans show they don't have any weapons, not even short. How will you approach them? I mean, we don't want to scare them, so I guess agility? We're in a decent position. Oh, I forgot to feed people. You and the crew sprinted cheerfully into the robot camp, but the robots thought you were under attack and hid in their improvised huts until you were gone. You left wondering if a more peaceful approach would have been better. Morning. She assumes the situation is before I upgrade something. Captain, we are receiving odd confusion of it could be a stress call. A message of some sort of, or pretty much anything else. We don't know until should we play the transmission? Sure. Why not? We have received a transmission. Yes, it turns out it was a message from another group, so I lost its space section, whatever, unfortunately. However, maybe one day you'll find them. Someone left a board game outside your door. Runa G. Hey, look, the pieces are little robot explorers. Cute, but this is weird. I'm reading a vast energy signal coming from emitting from the game board. Wow, I've never seen anything like this. My calculations are showing no, this can't be right. That gem in the middle of the game board contains a microverse. Be careful, Captain. Do you want to play? No. I'm gonna wait till day 40 to send someone out. You did not play the board containing. Yeah, I'm sure that'll end well, you muttered and tossed the but that wasn't any. Captain, it contained an advanced technology with the power to alter reality. Dave chose its players, and refusing it has costs, as does failing its trial. Okay. But we have a lot of materials anyway, so it's not that bad. Can you hear that, Captain? That sounds like mosquitoes. It is mosquitoes. Sees. There's one. Get it. No, wait. They aren't. They're robot constructed. They're almost annoying as a real thing, but at least they don't seem to be sucking the blood. We should probably get rid of them anyways, just in case. They do take an interest in them. Communicator, I guess. Dealing with the Swarmer as a new challenge for you, but reasoning that if they are machines that are frequent can be accessed by the right tool was on spot using a communicator. He tried to infiltrate the swarm. It took a bit of tinkering, some of which was likely in breach of the hardware's warranty, but while the communicator device suffered, it chased the mosquitoes off. They won't be returning anytime soon. 5 cans of soup. We'll make another one. An alien vessel is approaching. Their ship is rhythmical light shows synchronized to the music they started blasting as soon as we opened comms. Captain, they're playing Rockabilly. Your crew is already grooving to the beat. The aliens claim to be the dance lord tribe, and are searching for the best dancers in the galaxy. They challenge our drive to a dance-off, specifically a sock hop. If you don't accept, they will vaporize us with their ultra high frequency speakers. How will you defeat the dance lords? I mean, there's 3 tallies. We'll just do strength because we're baby Bronco. 40 to like spread out the expedition so that way we don't get spark. You accepted the Dancer's challenge. They beamed you and your crew to their ship, and you all challenged their leader, Warbop, to a fight. After taking your shoes off, Warbop may outweigh you by 100 kg, but when you met him on the dance floor, you spun like a ballerina. Warbop acknowledged your skills and let you go with his blessing. He fulfills your power roots. The stock up ended with everyone sipping non-alcoholic fruit punch from a big glass bowl. Captain, I think you've been practicing your moves in the mirror. Somewhere on this planet. Captain, I detected SOS signal coming from somewhere on this planet. I will do the necessary calculations before. Expect more details soon. Bark. Captain Bronco, there's a Dibley guy. See, last time we did the communicator, he shot us, so I guess we'll give him the artifact and Tom Thompson out. Yeah. And I'll feed everyone. So let's see what happens if I give him the artifact. That piece didn't respond well to you, wait. Clearly. Okay. Great. God damn it. I am a machine, and machines cannot hear voices. Captain. I think I used the communicator last time, and it worked out. So let's find out. Oh wait, I have a broken communicator. A two-dimensional species attacked our ship. You chose words to the violent. Oh yeah. It's updated. Check the assembly line. Last night I was browsing, so this is... Let's see, I don't know what happens if you choose to... Okay, I forgot to check if they were. Officially, I'm going to be sure that there's no such thing in the that can't be self-productive. You were very resourceful. Tape at your legs, where it can be used as a lever, and then we got an extra can of soup. 2 days for that. I mean, this isn't in a storm. Power. You ran the weather marshes on the battery power. The storm moves south and you were spared of its work. By morning it's clearly past you. You love the smell. Don't you love the smell after it rains? What day for the med kit? I'm detecting using this. So let's see what happens if we don't do it again. And see if someone gets searched. We're building a med kit anyways. See, at least Tom didn't get it. I know they can survive a bit longer, so I'll heal her and then send her out. So that way I can get this done quicker. Try the armor, see if that does. See how that does. Now that was unnerving, wasn't it? The ship was contaminated. Fortunately, your protective vest prevented you from getting an infection. I will now issue a quarantine protocol to eliminate any leftover traces of the Paragon from the ship, since you are now covered in external bacteria. I'm going to dispose of it. Thank you, Captain, for understanding. Yeah, we'll make a medkit. Alright. Alert. Coffee brewing bots are steaming angrily at our door. They're demanding you release their leader. Captain, I think they need me. I transmissions with them occasionally. Things you wouldn't understand, like problems with the fragmentation or how code execute feels. I said I couldn't beat them because of you. They jumped to the conclusion and thought you were holding me captive. Oops, my bad. Will you handle them? I guess we'll do intelligence. Angry coffee bar brewing. We're at the door. You and Tom pretended to have a lively conversation about how you hated people who misspelled the word espresso. Your vast knowledge on the topic embarrassed the bots, who finally admit they had never even tried coffee. They've only heard of it. Posers. The bots believe your good intentions. They seem to have scheduled a righteous cause. Soon, a transmission about a wrongful use of expressional makers sent them on a new quest. They hurried out, leaving a shop. Nice. Alright, we should eat. 2 more days for the medkit. We received a pamphlet on our window. Try Airbus Universal Shopping from the comfort of your own planet. Free gift with a sign up. Wow, neat. The Airbus network lets you order pretty much anything except food or water, and it will arrive via portal within 1 to 2 galactic business days. There's a catch though. The account creation process requires you to jump through hoops, and I mean literally. You have to leap through a string of dimensional portals to be verified. The fine print says there's no risk of death or dismemberment, but insanity is possible. How do you want to attack this? I guess agility, because I have more agility than strength. As Baby Bronco. If only I had that at the start. You touch the floor and being quickly sprinting through the Airbus sign up, disappearing into the dimension with a breeze of blue fashion like the shuttle rocked, and you popped out of the other side unharmed. The fine print of the pamphlet stands to show that it would take 2 to 1 galactic days for your verification to progress. At which time you could begin your universal shipping experience. The pamphlet then expanded again to define 1 galactic business day as 525,600,000 minutes, or 1,000 Earth years. Another portal opened and a well-dressed green tentacle appeared and gave you a communicator. Thanks for signing up for Awesome. Here's your free gift. Your galactic account will be active as 1 galactic business day, or 1,000 Earth years, an alien voice said. My intentional piece of ancient robot that buried a few paces from the shuttle. I don't know how this is possible, but it's a coffee maker? A fancy one. Do robots even drink coffee? Anyways, a coffee maker isn't buried too deep. You could probably get it with your bare hands. It seems to still be functional. Do you want to dig it up? Sure. If only we had Dee Dee, she would have loved this. Anyways. Sheesh. Megan should come back. Goal achieved. You and Tom dug up the fancy maker and discovered it's still full of beans and generally engineered to meet robot tastes, and meaning the long-lasting and best tasting in the universe. They were still good. You sat and shared the most amazing cup of coffee of your life, philosophizing for hours about how robots were able to perfect this one exclusive human art form. Megan returned from her journey, shooting up 24 chemicals while searching the a fake beeping sounds caught Megan's attention. She followed it downstairs to a dusty, plumbing basement, and along the deactivation line to a far corner of the room. The beeping sound stopped as soon as she approached the rusty body of a old robot. Missing a head next to it was a small, half-dismembered robotic animal. Must have been some type of mecha animal the robots produced to keep them company. And this one looked like a dog. A chihuahua, to be exact. Megan brought the broken robo dog to the ship. I'm not sure why it's deactivated, but it looks like a pile of junk. Unless you want to try to figure out a way to fix it. It's just clutter. I suppose you could use it as a paperweight. I'm glad more than. She found a medkit, so I don't even need it. Megan is demanding to know the status of your relationship, Captain. She's not a kind woman you want to lead on. You're romantically attached. The last thing this shuttle needs is more uncertainty. Will you make your commitment to a Megan official and greatly diminish your risk of being stabbed by that sharp hair stick she's been hiding under her boot? I mean, I guess. Sure. Find a soulmate. You made your commitment to Megan official. The 2 of you are now exclusively in a relationship. She did not lower that sharp hair stick she was hiding behind her back, though, Captain. It's still there. I'm not an expert on human relationship, but my advice would be to not cheat on her. Looks like we have a lead, Captain. The sprinkler went haywire. Now everything is getting wet. You need to do something, guys, before our flies get wet. There's no time to listen to cut off or just. Oh, I guess I'll lose strength. Because I am strong. It's a win, Captain. Your immense strength allowed you to easily turn the valve and cut off the flow of water that gave you enough time to fix the sprinklers. I am happy to report that our supplies are safe, and the water reserves were not compromised. So your soulmate, you know, right? Alright, this is going pretty well. So this thing again, let's shoot him in the face. Just get him out of here. Yeah, see. That's repaired. Captain, an untasted robot wearing nothing but a rope and slippers has stumbled upon the shuttle. His name is Robsky and claims he was dragged by a visiting robot who are poor cut on this rug. I don't know what to make of this. Lazy robots? No, solar robots? Maybe you should help the poor guy. What will you give him? A lighter, I guess. Here's a lighter. Good luck out there. Well updated. You offered. You deal with it. You didn't ask him what he was smoking. So guys, mostly thank you for the light. Aggression like this cannot be raw on a heavy line like the insult. You attempt to fix the robot found in the old assembly line has attracted strong somehow. You've been fiddling with this loose cable all morning. Can it be removed? Where does it go? And where does it even go? I know it's hard to believe, given my vast knowledge, but I'm unfamiliar with this technology used to build this robot animal. I'm afraid you'll have to figure it on your own. I guess the book? Megan's hungry right now. I'll feed her now. Hopefully that's the right decision. Well achieved. Good thing, Captain, you consulted the handbook on electricity and figured out the connection. To be fair, you were really close before. You were trying the right socket. All you need to do was flip the plug. You're not really complaining, but I know you're hungry, Captain. Stuffing for which soup? Without equipment, it would be suicidal. If you can't do anything else, if you can do it. Bad. I shouldn't have. Ah, damn it. Oh. Not wanting to risk your health is generally a good instinct, but Captain, this time around might have been the wrong call. So, yeah. But we got a fucking robot on the ship. See, we're both sick now, but I have the medkit in one day. But we have a fucking robot. What is that? That sound of detecting foreign matter. Oh, it's on our hull. Oh my god. It's a death shot. They must have followed us. They come to get you all. Oh, wait. Just stand your ground. Well, I have the futuristic gun. Hopefully that's enough. Okay, we're good. Shots fired. Shot fired. Is everyone alright? They're gone for now. Interesting news, Captain. It appears as a hollow what's behind? I guess agility. I've asked one of the locals about their custom. I have some ideas for explanation their culture to you. Pick something, Captain, and I'll share my newly acquired knowledge. Focus on that. Using that item to focus the point. I guess the phone. I'll explain this planet's custom using only the communicator. I'll use it to play a local song. The binary rhapsody. Did you like it? Someone did. Thinking it's a concert. Some past locals gifted some energy supply. You finally stopped. Fresh. Sir, something is sleeping on the shuttle. It looks like some type of trickle. Could it be nano machines? Outside the shuttle, a track viral flower and clean soil into the distance. The nano machines are pouring in and piling onto the floor, sliding into various directions. This is high-risk situation. Shall I continue them in? No. The floor of nano machines enter the cabinet. Think about it. I need to wait one more day, and then the aliens are back. These things are back. I'm picking up boy. Fucking strung. Survive one more day, baby. Or maybe I'll die by these stupid robots. Okay, we're still alive. Medkit. I got an empty stomach. We survived. Again. I'm detecting islands and haunted there. A light shows it's too dangerous, but the hallucination probably so you shouldn't be breathing in long term. Air filter systems got joined to the ground. The crash may have been open. Well, what will you use to seal the ground? Duct tape. Alright, alright, alright. We got this, we got this, we got this. You use the tape. You use the tape to repair it. It's not a bad idea. Second up, you felt better. Eating chemicals, 2 soups. Do the same thing. Please don't be injured. Hey. A traveling robot carnival set up shop. There often see spare parts to wrestle a high-power show to gamble. There are a few items in gambling tents you could use, Captain. I've calculated the odds, and it's worth trying. Normally, I'd be against such breeds of astral system ethic guidelines, but we don't have many options. Strength, I guess. Oh, the robots are back again. Robots are back. Let's try to use a different one so that way we don't use the same one over and over. Because I think if we use the same one over and over, we lose. Oh, this is just... Okay. Good thing, Captain. I'll wait one more day for myself. Explore likely areas for parts. I think I'm supposed to find parts for this thing. One of the robot's destination plans is easier to test himself against you. He's letting you make a choice between tests of wits or physical prowess to prove his superiority. It's either logical riddles or running around the shuttle to see who makes the rounds before giving up. The most rounds before giving up. Well, I'm strong, so I guess that. The graveyard or museum. I was already going to the graveyard. And it seems to have a short day, so yeah. Alright, I should have probably been reading there. But I wasn't paying attention. With some soup. A few days. Captain Riavana wanted to visit a horde of safely surrounded. They appear hostile unless they're brainwashed until size surrounds me. Lawful penguins, Captain. These murderous vice. How will you deal with them? With a gun. And the robots are back again. You brace to shut the door. At least you took something with you, but if you have you got to. I'll be able to show you guys. Picking up. Shoot them. Fuck them up. Alright. Gun. I still have my gun, which is good. In perception, you drink hot water when you asked if this was cute. She shook her head and said it was to help you with your sore throat. Have any tea on board? Then she looked at you funny. So will you drink the hot water? I mean, I guess. You drink hot water, you feel a lot better. Okay, I did that. Survives this expedition. He seems a bit weakened, famished. Swear the place was haunted. Something got brought back. Something. But found nothing. But he was about to give up and return to ship any contact. Yes, now I just gotta wait. Got 3 cans of soup. Someone dropped off a passion voice. Please enjoy this. Maybe you have a use for this. And bunches all dried up for it. Definitely. What are you gonna do with it? I guess we're gonna burn them. So what else are we gonna do? Day 69. Day 70. Soup. Megan would like to eat something. More rash. Dom wants to get matching tattoos as a symbol of taking your relationship to the next level, Captain. According to Tom's stories about being a gold medalist, this was completely done. However, there's no way you can hide this from Megan. Should you accept this, you have to choose one person or the other. Who will it be? Megan, because I was with Megan already, so yeah, I'm sorry, Dom. Hopefully Tom doesn't become an enemy. And the robots are back. You decline to get matching tattoos with Dom and Julie. Tom grabbed the homing tattoo gun and pointed it at you. You reminded him that the standoff ended in tears. I observed that humans instill private goals. The things are back. Let's shoot them again. All updated. Shots fired. Shots fired. Charged a robot dog. Alright, Captain, I'm glad to say I took care of the attaching parts collected. I've observed you struggle with the machine. I have an upgraded battery, so I hope this does well. The robot's just attacked. I'm gonna send to the library, because that seems to be like the safest place. So let's go. You attach the battery to an axis or some sort of bike, so that's a good sign. You should stop staring at so attention. This won't happen overnight. This robot will probably just need a few more days to charge up fully. Just give it some time. Alright, this has to be the last one. I must admit, it was nice before the nuclear barbecue. That's it. I can switch off for a second. Do you wish to have a moment to yourself? Wait, that's right, Captain. Give your emotions in check. Captain, I'm getting human figures approaching. It's a robot. It's blind. It's walking right up to the shuttle and now clanging into the hall repeatedly. The pitiful thing appears to be malfunctioning. Leave it to its mind-numbing fate or attempt to communicate with it. I guess we'll attempt to communicate with it. So maybe 2 more days, and I might get an ending. Robot's back. Okay, I can shoot it again, thank God. That robot out of here. Shots fired, shots fired. That robot's excellent work. Good news, Captain. If I calculate the rate, the robot should activate, so don't get too excited. It's not gonna happen today. The charging progress should be complete in the coming days. If you want to do that, functions, the robot are looking a little bland, to be honest. I do believe any robot is fine without the bells and whistles, but perhaps I'm a bit too rational and old-fashioned. You can introduce some upgrades if you want. If you're really strong about it. Just please don't add any glitter. Only rogue untunes. So, it's coarse and rough, and it's everywhere. What does it reference to? I guess strength? Megan's back. Turn. 11 chemicals, another suit. Megan is insisted you drink her water. Will you drink hot water? I guess. Alright, I think I just gotta survive until day 80. But I think the robots are gonna come again any day now. Wait, I actually didn't read what I did with the robot. But you really tried to go all out in this poor robot. You rearranged some wires, screwed the extra screws tight, and even tried to bounce the outside shell on hard objects to make the shape more aggressive, but no avail. Are you trying to create a guard dog? Your crew thought it would be so rad if the god could shoot lasers from his eyes, so they experimented and switched some things around, hoping to achieve this desired result. Well, we'll find out soon if it was a success or not. We have a visitor, Captain, a sentient robot, and he hurt his arm in a fall and requires assistance. This is some type of advanced technology, Captain. I'm not sure if we have much to do to help the poor Charles here, though perhaps you could improvise a solution. I guess we'll bandage him up. And the robot's back. Okay, I gotta shoot him again. That's worked every single time. Shots fired. That robot's gone. They're both asking for more rations. Alright. Captain, listen, my sensors are picking up some unknown activity within our shuttle. I scan everything carefully and I think it's a robotic dog. It's finally activated. The power bowl is full, but the eyes are shining a little weak. Clearly, the charge battery provided was enough. We tried to give it a little more from our power reserves. Okay, shoot, all it needs to be good. Do you want to give it more energy? Yes. Go cheat, activate the robo dog. Okay, this has to be. We gave him everything we have as soon as it's plugged. It lights it up, beaming your crew with lightness. It calmed down for a moment, so you could take a good look. But the dog looks intimidated now that it's active. It's a lot more friendly turned off. I would recommend putting it on your lap, or I wouldn't recommend putting it on your lap, or even coming close. As it opened its mouth, it showed 2 raw, sharp teeth metals. Even I got it. So marvel now, giving it a fitting some. Captain, mind giving it a fitting name would somehow make it more approachable. How about Lethal Lucy? I trust your instincts. Well, I trust my agility, I guess. I think the robots come back today. Or tomorrow. So, one of our crew saw some strange ghost floating towards our boat. Perhaps we're carrying anything mysterious might be interested in. A phone? Because I don't want to risk losing my thing. It looks dangerous. Yeah. The ghost phased through our hold, and from a microphone you tried to communicate, and our device shorted. The specter melted. Good job, Captain. Shoot him in the face. So, I think the last situation should be here. Shots fired, shots fired. Is everyone right? Well, that was a well-placed barrage. Jesus. For now. Oh shit. Need to repair the gun ASAP. Why aren't you drinking? You drink all water? Fine. But when is the robot dog gonna do its thing? Come on. You drank hot water. Captain, did you neglect to walk your monstrous mega pack? I thought you would like to know when you were asleep. The little red-eyed devil broke through the airlock, barking madly. It ran off towards the city. I think, as its current order, it is your responsibility to take proper care of it. You realize, yes, even if it looks like how it is, even if it looks at you like it wants to tear you apart, it loves you, you know. Can you hear those loud alarms in the distance? They're coming from the nearest city. I'm fairly certain this chaos is somehow connected to your mega dog and its escape. Please take some responsibility and check what's going on over there. I mean, I guess. Please tell me this is it. Yes! That has to be the longest I've survived in this game. Oh. When you arrived at the city, it was a complete pandemonium. Robots big and small, old and young, running around in pure panic, bumping into walls, locking themselves in their house, closing all windows and curtains. When the screens beeped and alarms calmed down, the streets became completely empty. You looked around in silence. Robot parts, limbs, and heads, tangled wires, and destroyed processors lay scattered on the ground in disorder. Then you saw two red lights approaching at great speeds, and you let out a high-pitched scream. It was just your robotic dog. It dropped several mechanic arms at your feet and looked at you expectantly. Then it attempted to lick you. Captain, what have you done? You've killed all the robots on this planet. Well, not yet, but you're going to. Oh my god. That was so intense. And so good. I'm guessing this is like a bad ending-ish. And so, Captain Bronco and his crew lived the rest of their days with only each other and a killing machine as their companions. From that fateful day, the mecha dog escaped the shuttle. Baby and his fellow astral citizens were shunned by the terrible populace of the planet, and it was the lonely and ungrateful existence of social outcasts. But it was not without its thrills and adventure. Tired of watching their monstrosity creation terrorize the peaceful inhabitants of Rotopia and desperately trying to make up for their mistakes, Baby and his crew and his crew eventually geared up and joined forces with their pet. They formed an unlikely team of superheroes led by a murderous chihuahua, transversing the planet together and killing off any rogue and hostile Automo units that stood in their path. The end. You survived? Kind of? Hey, I'll take it. That was worth it. That was an interesting ending. Alright. And how long have I been recording? An hour and 30 minutes. Not as long as the first one, though. Well, technically, this is the longest one I've played. Let me just check something. Yeah, reach an ending. Okay, so I got it. I got the achievement that gets an ending as baby. Alright, it sucks that Dee Dee died, but really no choice. I had to pick with Tom or Dee Dee, and I prefer Tom. It sucks that Tom, wanted to be soulmates, but I denied him. There is an achievement for you become soulmates with someone, and then you become soulmates with someone else. Alright, anyways, that was good, intense, nerve-wracking, but ultimately a great time. Goodbye.
To be honest, my microphone wasn't that bad, but I lost the fucking audio because it was so quiet. I don't know what happened. I guess my settings are screwed up. Anyways, yeah, that's the end. I hope you enjoy, have fun, and try out this game. It's fun. Trust me. You can trust me, right?